even though even though you will see a lot of the time even though you will see a lot of the time Meghan Markle dropping videos about Harry, sometimes calling him a fox and so many other things, but there is a undertone behind all of this, and that is I am done. I am done. In this video, I will be breaking that down and play a video for that to illustrate better from according to Tess, her channel. She made a commentary which I find very, very interesting, and hopefully you will like to listen a little bit from her, and then I will talk after that. Before I move on, not subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing because we're going to be seeing some really interesting and fun stuff coming from Meghan and Harry. Take a listen at this commentary first from according to Tess.
I mean, there is definitely something going on where they are now completely separate from each other. I'm not even sure if Harry will appear in a single episode of when part 2 drops. But there seems to be, as I said, something.
She's talking about part 2 of the Netflix show and referring to the fact that we have not seen them teaming up for anything literally for a very long time, unlike in the past where they will be appearing for interviews, for example with Oprah, and then there was another interview conducted by CBS News. I believe that was Jane, I think her name, I forgot her name, but in that interview they're talking about child abuse and all those things, nonsense stuff they come up with, and this happened long time ago. Those interviews happened long time ago. Even during the last interview with CBS, they did not look like to be a team together. When Harry would talk, Meghan would feel uncomfortable. When Meghan would talk, Harry would be like very glum, very sad, as if he was there just grinding it, couldn't help himself, freaking out inside, who knows. But you don't even see them as a couple, as a loving couple that Harry claims he is. Meghan Markle is bullying him, and they are not looking like a good team that they claim to be.
Thing that is, I think they're both hinting that they've broken up, or at least Meghan is. There just seems to be an undertone to it that these two, as I said, they don't seem to be a team anymore.
No, there's big trouble. There's big trouble, and I think there's a huge amount of tension going on. What's going to be very interesting for me, Tash, is when we see With Love Meghan next week, does Netflix really care about this brand? And I don't think they do. Because if they did really care about this brand, they would actually use the episodes of the shows to push her products and to potentially try and sell her products. Now, I don't see that happening. I'm happy to be proven wrong, but of course, all of the episodes were filmed before any of the As Ever products were even available, had even been imagined.
Yes, that's very true. I mean, the whole thing has been chaotic. It was originally American Riviera Orchard, and then this got pushed through.
Of course, Netflix doesn't care anymore what Meghan is doing. They consider Meghan to be a D-grade, a show hoster, if you want to call it that way. They don't see a significant change in terms of their show ratings. They don't see any significant money coming in, significant number of people tuning in. Nothing. When Meghan drops a trailer, or Netflix drops a trailer about Meghan Markle, it gets criticized the best, and that's how they get some attention. And the worst is hundreds and thousands of people who are regular subscribers to Netflix, they don't give a damn about it. And the reason I'm saying that is because if you take a look at those trailers, you'll see people are really not acting positively about those trailers. They are just criticizing. They're there to show Netflix how dumb and stupid and idiotic they are to sign Meghan Markle for another flop show.
I think at the final hour, she obviously had a backup, and it was other social media users that had found the trademark, and then Meghan had to do the video cats out of the bag. Everything does seem chaotic, and there does seem to be some truth to the stories that As Ever is definitely struggling. I did read, I think it was even an Archwell spokesperson, not Archwell, but somebody, well, they always say a source, don't they? And it was to do with Meghan is actually changing suppliers for her teas. Once it got found out that she was using one of the other suppliers that basically package white label goods, don't they? They just stick whoever's label on it and ship it out. She was reportedly changing. So I do believe that Meghan never really secured her supply chain, because I don't think any of the projects that Meghan starts, she intends to finish. She wants people to take care of everything for her, but then she reaps.
You don't need a second job.
Yeah, people. She wants people to take care of her, everything she is doing, but at the same time, you don't see her hiring a CEO for the company. She doesn't have a CEO for As Ever brand. How pathetic. Now, plates are flying in Montecito. Let's take a listen.
In this instance, I've got to talk about this story because it's completely worth it. And I am certain it definitely had some plates smashing over in Montecito. Because the ultimate diva, the queen, right, Mariah Carey, has apparently dissed Meghan yet again, according to some reports. Mariah was recently being interviewed by Hits Radio before her performance at King Charles's Sandringham Estate for the Heritage Live concert on the 15th of August. And she was asked if she had ever met a member of the royal family. Well, Mariah turned around and said, "Fergie, I thought she was cool." So she remembered the Duchess of York, but not the Duchess of Montecito. And
that is such a blow. When she will find out, I hope she did, when Meghan will find out, can you imagine someone who is an A-lister narcissist? She cannot ever make it to Hollywood A-list, but she is an A-lister narcissist. Let's give her that honor, badge of honor, right? She'll love it. Can you imagine a narcissist coming to know that a friend of hers, who she spoke and was so close and showed the whole world how much she loves her, doesn't even mention anything about her? I mean, this is, for me, for you, it's normal. People ignore us, no problem. We move on. But Meghan is not going to be moving on from it. She's seething. She is seething, and she is throwing plates in Montecito. I can promise you that, guys. And this is a bombshell, actually. I did not hear this before. But thank you, Natasha. According to Taz, she is bringing it up. And this is very, very interesting.
I honestly, genuinely found that so amusing, especially because Mariah was, let's be honest, I think she was Meghan's top billing when she did her Archetype podcast.
Yep.
But Mariah and her had a moment. Mariah embraces the term diva. She plays up to it, okay? But she's also a powerhouse, a set of golden plated lungs when it comes to her singing. She actually has incredible talent.
Yeah, we all know who Mariah is. She is very talented. Now, here's the thing, though, guys. It is not Mariah Carey who has ditched Meghan Markle the way she just did. It is also Oprah. It is also Gayle King. It is also Beyonce, Serena Williams. I mean, all of these people, wealthy women that Meghan has associated herself with just to get some attention, some coverage on media, newspaper, they have all of them ditched Meghan Markle. I'm not surprised if today I wake up and see the entire Hollywood community coming together, making a statement that do not socialize, do not invite this evil woman, Meghan Markle, because that could potentially actually destroy your reputation to an extent. I would not be surprised if they make a joint statement. They should. And a lot of them have actually come out and individually spoke out about Meghan Markle, how pathetic she is. But this is the reality that Meghan is living in at the moment. It is pathetic. It is horrible. I mean, plates are being thrown in Montecito is something very, very, very mild way of saying how crazy, how mad, how infuriated she is. But I don't know what else we can say at this point. Some comments, Susan, Gina, thank you guys. Tanya, thank you, really appreciate. Private notes, Jeremy, private notes, thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. See you in the next video.